at you cause I'm told to. I can't make no mistakes, cause there is just no room. Guess I was made like crutches, strong enough to hold you, strong enough to carry, but I can't think for you. I can't give no input, only what I put in. Tired when I can't be, tired of my footing, but I care for you. I want better for you, I can only hope that you want better also, cause we in this cycle.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy holidays to you all. I'm coming back with an updated video for anybody who is in New York on the emergency housing, stuff like that in the Bronx County. Okay, this is just for New York and specifically the Bronx County. Again, if you need any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. Let me know what your needs are, and I'll get to work on it. Okay, so this is an updated video, and I am going to put all the links to these things I'm showing you in the description box below. So please, if you can follow along, follow along. If you want to see the resources for yourself, then go to the description box, get those resources, take advantage of it, because this is stuff that will help you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and tell y'all a little bit about what I had found. Okay, so we're gonna go to the first thing. Okay, the first thing is rental assistant help in the Bronx, New York. Okay, and there are 3 rental assistant programs in the Bronx, New York. Okay, and the first one is Bronx Works Bronx, and that address is 60E Tremont Avenue, Bronx, New York. And then it has a phone number 646-393-4000. Okay, it says click here for details. So we click on it. It says the Bronx Work has several homeless prevention programs designated to help low-income renters in emergency situations achieve housing stability and better lives. For example, for most programs, you do not need to be on welfare to get help. These services are free. There are experienced staff that will help you understand the legal process, inform you on tenant rights, seeking funds for emergency rental assistance and utility assistance, navigate housing court, work with you to avoid eviction, helps to take the measures to prevent threats of evictions from reoccurring. Okay, so they help out with a lot, and that's the Bronx Work. Okay, and that's their office. So I'm giving you this information. We're gonna go back because they said it was 3 that was helping. Okay, so we're gonna go on to the next one down on the list, which is the Bronx Jewish Community Council Inc., the Bronx. Okay, and then we click on see details. Again, it'll be the same thing. It'll pull it up. Okay, the Bronx Jewish Council. It says the Bronx Jewish Council Inc. offers basic supportive services and are lifelines for residents of the Bronx living at or below the poverty line. Services ranges from basic care management, eviction prevention, client advocacy to informations and referrals. Okay, and that is the Bronx Jewish Commission. Their contact information is right here. Is the address is 2930 Wallace Avenue, Bronx, New York. 10467 is the zip code. The phone number is 718-652-5500. And that is the Bronx Jewish Community Council Inc. That is the next one. Okay, so now that we got two out the way, let's go on to three. Okay, so the third one that's on this list is the Bronx Cecilial Salvation Army Bronx. Okay, it says, let's go scroll on down. It says the Bronx Cecilial Salvation Army helps with utility shut-offs or evictions, often involving a complex set of circumstances. For the reason each applicant receives much more than the processing of his or her paperwork throughout one-to-one interviews. The Salvation Army caseworker aims to identify the often multiplying factors contributed to the household emergency situation and provides other forms of assistance, referrals, budget counseling, and emotional support as necessary. The holistic approach of meeting needs, whatever it found, allows the Salvation Army to help in a way that reduces the likelihood of future crisis and in many cases prevents homelessness. Okay, and that address is 425 East 159th Street, Bronx, New York. Area code 10451. That phone number is 718-665-8472. Okay, and so that's that. Okay, I really wanted to bring those informations to you, but that is not all we're gonna look at. Okay, that's not all we're gonna look at. We're gonna go deeper into this, okay? Because I want everybody, if you are in the Bronx area, you have a housing help, you need housing help. I want to make sure you have adequate. So those are just three resources. I'm gonna go on to the next one because I told you when I dig deep, and I want to be there for anybody who is in need. So the next one we're gonna move on to is okay. So this is through the university. I forgot what the UN, but it's some university something. But UNHP is the Bronx Housing Resources. Okay, University Neighborhood Housing Program. That's what it stands for. Okay. So, the University Neighborhood Housing Program received daily calls, lots of questions, and outreach events about how to get new and affordable housing rental with homelessness at a high in New York. Finding decent, affordable housing is very difficult. It is important that low income families and individuals seek to stabilize their current living conditions and try to make their current apartment more affordable while seeking for another apartment. The advice was shared by the NYC Legal Aid. Okay, it's an organization that has helped many people fight evictions. Okay, so legal aid is also helping. They offer this advice: fighting to stay in your apartment to get help to make it more affordable for you. Okay, excellent online resources. Okay, and of course, they go on into details of all the resources that they have. But one of the main things I wanted to show you in this was that they said the city of New York has an online assistance and information for tenants and comprehensive referrals through 311. So they have it through 311. It's like refer only through 311. So call 311, okay? You never know until you ask someone. So take advantage of these referrals. Again, this has a lot of information, a lot. Like it goes on and on. Of course, it has other people that help out with it. Uh, Again, all this stuff will be in the description box below. It has list of people that help, their phone numbers, their names, even people. Mount Hope, Mars Heights. They have a lot of different ones here. So I just want you to take advantage of those things. I also had legal aid on there. So I'm giving you a lot of information, I know, but I want to make sure that if one says no, you don't feel like you can't get the help. Okay, so I think that was pretty much all I wanted to show you on this one. I'm gonna go on and to my last one, and let me tell you something. Like I said, please don't be afraid to ask for the help, ask for the assistance. You deserve safe, affordable housing. No matter what your situation is, no matter what your income is, you deserve to be able to live safely. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show you, and the last thing that's going to be in the description box below, is housing resources for people with disabilities. Okay, everything else was, of course, it didn't have to, be with disabilities, but this is also for people just with disabilities. It's always good to look it up on both to see if you missed any resources, especially if you have a disability or you're on disability or you're on SSI, Social Security, any of those things. So of course they still have 311 here, so that must be a great resource for you to use. It also says stuff like affordable housing, rent freeze program for tenants with disability, which is called for dryer. It also has family type homes for adults. So it has a lot of different resources. You click on them and they send you to the page to fill in the application. But I wanted to let you know that these resources are out there, are available at your discretion. Please take advantage of them if you need them. Listen here, I say you can't lose unless you stop playing in it. You can't lose unless you give up. And never give up on you. Never give up on who you are. Never give in. Because the devil comes and he seeks to destroy you, whether it's mentally, physically, or emotionally. And sometimes when we deal with our housing needs, we deal with utilities that we need to be paid right away. That somehow deals with us emotionally, physically, and mentally. I tell you all the time. Um, at one point, I had 3 kids and was in a homeless shelter. It didn't feel good then for me. And my goal for doing this is to help anybody who ever needed the help. And so if you need it, please take advantage of it. The holiday seasons is among us. It's hard to be in the holiday spirit if you're suffering or you're worried about um, how this is going to get paid and how this is going to get paid. But there are resources out there. And if you know of someone who needs help, if you need help, I tell you all the time, you don't have to give me any of your personal information. In that comment section, please leave a city and state. That's all I need. Tell me what that concern is. I will make a video and I will address those concerns. I will never put your name out there. I will never put your information out there. Anything you share with me is confidential. But I do ask that we all work together to help one another. Um, if you see someone this holiday season that is without, please reach out your hand and help them. You never know what that one little support will do for that one person. Um, I'm bringing you these resources because I really, really, really want to see us win in this world. I really want to see us live a life healthy, prosperous, everything. And there's no way you can be physically, mentally, and emotionally right if you're not living in a safe, stable home where your bills are paid, your rent is paid, and you have food on the table. So that's my goal here. I do get into reality realm a little, not a lot, but let's keep the goal on being able to help people when they're in need. And that's my goal. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your continued support, for your comments, for your likes, for your views. It does not go unnoticed. I try to reply to each and every one of you every time you leave me a comment. It touches my heart so much. Thank you for always being a supporter. You know what I'm saying? Always clicking on to my videos, even if it doesn't have anything to do with you. I hope that if this information can benefit anyone that you know, share this information with them. Maybe they didn't know about these resources. Maybe they did know about these resources. I'm not for sure. But if these resources are not working for you and you need additional help, please reach out to me. I will go deeper in it. As a matter of fact, I'm going Tuesday when everything opens up. I'm going to go really deep into New York and deep dive into it, calling people. I'm going to get my own feet into it, just diving into it, figure it out. But I ask you, if you need help in any state, any city, any county, whatever it is, please reach out to me. Okay. I'll come back as soon as possible, get you that video out. Um, the more we know, the more we grow. Each one teach one. We all have to be there for each other. That's the way the world used to work back in the days. That's the reason why we all was doing well because we wasn't backbiting, we wasn't holding back on telling somebody a resource. Nowadays, it's like, oh, I ain't telling them this because it's gonna affect me and my resources. It's not, because what God has for you is for you. Again, thank you so much for clicking onto this video. I know I went down a little tangent right there. Thank you so much. I hope you are blessed by the best, just like me. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.